Do you like to die? Of course not. Do you enjoy getting bitten or barbecued on a stove by mutated freaks? I don't think so. You fight, you claw, you survive at all costs. It's this raw sense of survival that games like The Last of Us, Stalker, Fallout, and so many more capture so perfectly. They make us feel the thrill of being swallowed alive, the fear of losing our teeth and hair to radiation, and the sheer panic of not seeing tomorrow's sunshine. And I know you crave the same post-apocalyptic tension, I'm sure of it.
So, I've got something amazing for you, strangers.
A list of 20 incredible games similar to The Last of Us, Stalker, Fallout, Project Zomboid, and all your favorite post-apocalyptic classics. This time from an isometric and top-down point of view. So grab your backpack, sharpen your machete, clean your makeshift pistol, and let's run the buggy! As one, we survive, a name that says it all. In this game, you're not just fighting to survive, you're fighting to save a life. Step into the shoes of a desperate father, heartbroken yet determined, as he ventures through a post-apocalyptic world in search of a cure for his sick daughter. The emotional journey combines with intense survival mechanics, scavenge for limited resources, craft essential tools and weapons, and battle against relentless enemies. There's no health packs here. Your only hope lies in bandages, sleep, and weapon upkeep. Build bonds with fellow survivors, fortify your base, and push through the chaos to save what matters most. With open world exploration and emotional depth akin to The Last of Us and the challenges of Days Gone, this game offers an unforgettable survival experience. Coming in Q2 2026, PC gamers, prepare for a journey of a lifetime. Next up is The Last Stand Aftermath. The Last Stand Aftermath, the post-apocalyptic journey where death isn't the end but the beginning. In this roguelite action-adventure, you play as an infected survivor exploring the ruins of civilization, desperately searching for hope. With each death, you start again, but this time, you're stronger with new upgrades and abilities. Sneak through dangerous streets, craft weapons from what you scavenge, and risk your life using powerful mutations to face off against the undead. You can combine human skills with zombie traits for superhuman abilities, balancing undead power with a human edge. With intense combat and an atmosphere reminiscent of The Last of Us, this game offers a raw and emotional zombie experience. Released in 2021, The Last Stand Aftermath is available on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, GeForce Now, and PC. Next on our list, we have MISTERY. MISTERY, a multiplayer survival game where trust is as dangerous as monsters. Up to 9 players must work together to scavenge, craft, and survive. But beware, some of your team may be infected, or worse, anomalous creatures in disguise. As night falls, monsters attack, and you must use your skills, weapons, and craftiness to stay alive. Choose from over 10 unique heroes, each with special abilities that can change the tide of the game. The game weaves a dark narrative through random encounters, blending Lovecraftian, SCP-inspired environmental storytelling into its eerie New Year tales. With crafting, looting, and survival mechanics similar to those in State of Decay and The Last of Us, the game thrives on uncertainty and peril, available now on PC with a demo on Steam. Coming in at number 17, it's Undying Kingdom. Survival has a new face, and it's a mother's love. Amid the zombie apocalypse, Anling is infected and must guide her son Cody to safety before time runs out. As she battles the infection while protecting her son, their journey is filled with difficult choices, danger, and emotional encounters. Every decision you make could alter the story, whether it's helping others facing betrayal or navigating moral dilemmas. Countless elements like interacting with other characters, crafting, scavenging, and managing items evoke games like The Walking Dead and State of Decay where your choices truly matter. This emotionally charged, narrative-driven game features a low-poly aesthetic, amazing soundtracks, and over 100 skills to teach Cody, while knowing your days are numbered. Heartbreaking, isn't it? Released on December 7th, 2023, Undying Kingdom is available for Nintendo Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC, with a demo available on Steam. Here at number 16 we have Urban Strife. Urban Strife is an old-school turn-based strategy game set in a post-apocalyptic world where survival, tactical combat, and RPG elements collide. You play as a mysterious character evacuated by the CDC and rescued by survivors in a southern US town. Rebuild the shelter, forge alliances, or go to war with rival factions, including army rebels, a zombie cult, and a biker gang. God damn! With realistic ballistics, body part targeting reminiscent of Fallout, and the action point system of Jagged Alliance 2, combat offers deep strategic choices. Craft weapons, scavenge resources, and make tough decisions as you manage your shelter and lead your militia against zombies and hostile groups. The game's survival mechanics also include managing hunger, wounds, and different upgrades, offering a deep tactical experience available on PC. The next game on our list is HumanitZ. 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 Zombies, oh zombies. HumanitZ is a co-op isometric open-world survival game set in a post-apocalyptic world dominated by zombies. After a deadly outbreak, humanity is nearly wiped out, and survivors must navigate a hostile world filled with deadly undead creatures known as Zeeks. Like Project Zomboid, State of Decay, and Days Gone, HumanitZ delivers an immersive zombie experience with rich survival mechanics, including scavenging loot from decaying cities, hunting, fishing, farming, building bases, crafting systems, fortifying shelters, character customization, and open-world vehicle navigation, all while allowing you to team up with friends for better odds of survival. Its dynamic weather system and the challenge of adapting to different environments, whether urban or rural, offer a refreshing twist to the open-world survival genre. Released in September 2023, HumanitZ is available on PC and GeForce Now, offering single-player and online co-op modes for up to 4 players. Hopping on the next game at number 14, Dread Dawn. Stranded in a quarantine city on the brink of collapse, Dread Dawn throws you into an intense fight for survival. After missing the evacuation convoy, you must unite with classmates and fellow survivors, transforming your school into a fortified sanctuary against massive hordes of zombies. Inspired by games like Days Gone and World War Z, it combines waves of undead with a cool crafting and looting system, all within high-stakes missions. Scavenge through eerie subways, abandoned hospitals, and desolate prisons for vital supplies. Strengthen your camp with upgraded barricades to fend off zombie invasions, or dive into farming to ensure survival. Grow crops, raise chickens for eggs, and trade surplus goods, capturing the resource management vibes of State of Decay. Available on PC with no demo on Steam. Here we have Times of Survival at number 13. The old world is gone, a decade lost to an unknown plague that transformed cities into wastelands and humanity into survivors. A massively multiplayer game, Times of Survival lets you play solo or team up in online co-op to explore a ruined city, scavenge for supplies, and craft kick-ass weapons to eradicate the undead menace. Procedurally generated environments ensure that every experience feels fresh, while overgrown ruins, abandoned vehicles, and countless zombie variants evoke the gripping survival feel of The Last of Us and the cooperative mechanics and territory reclaiming of The Division. Unlock weapon blueprints, strategize with your crew, and adapt to relentless threats from hostile mutants to overwhelming zombie hordes. Coming soon to PC with a Steam demo, Times of Survival delivers a brutal high-stakes survival challenge. Whether you're battling alone or with friends, it's an experience you won't want to miss, like a bottle of fresh water. At number 12, step into the world ravaged by nuclear disaster with Atom RPG and Atom RPG Trudograd. Atom RPG and Atom RPG Trudograd are post-apocalyptic role-playing games set in a world devastated by the nuclear war between the Soviet Union and the Western Bloc in 1986. In Atom RPG, players explore the Soviet wasteland as a survivor, facing mutated creatures and bandits, uncovering conspiracies, and completing non-linear quests. The game features deep character creation, turn-based combat, and random encounters inspired by classic CRPGs like Fallout and Baldur's Gate. Atom RPG Trudograd continues the story with players taking on the role of an Atom agent, investigating a new existential threat in a post-apocalyptic Soviet metropolis. The game expands with over 40 hours of gameplay, more than 200 quests, and over 300 characters. It features customizable weapons, exoskeletons, and strategic combat across various locations, including snowy megacities and secret Soviet bunkers. Atom RPG Trudograd also supports saved game imports from Atom RPG for continued play. Atom RPG was released in 2018, followed by Trudograd in 2021, available on Nintendo Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X and S, GeForce Now, Android, iOS, and PC. Coming in hot at number 11, Undeadly. A turn-based strategy survival game where players manage a group of survivors in a post-apocalyptic world filled with deadly phenomena. Choose from 12 unique characters, each with their own abilities, and engage in tactical combat using melee firearms and custom-crafted weapons, armor, and gadgets. Inspired by XCOM, the gameplay revolves around scavenging, crafting, and strategic decision-making, with systems for creating customized ammunition, explosives, and makeshift weapons to suit your playstyle as you fend off the undead each night. Your base, essential for survival, is divided into various parts such as a library to improve new abilities, a workshop for crafting, and a medical area for treating injuries. Available now on PC, this game offers a haunting challenge for survival enthusiasts, where every corner hides danger, and every decision could be your last. Sorry. If you're ready for the next game at number 10, hold your breath. The world has fallen into chaos, the air is thin, and the land is dying, scarred by ecological collapse and overrun by madness. And hold your breath, every decision shapes your survival in this unforgiving post-apocalyptic RPG, where ruthless gangs, fanatical cultists, rogue military units, and psychotic wanderers lurk at every corner. Navigate moral dilemmas where risk and reward collide, venture into dangerous territories to scavenge vital resources like food, water, and materials, all while facing the constant threat of betrayal as you craft weapons, medicines, and supplies to survive. Even nature is turned against humanity, with savage wildlife and radioactive zones evoking the chilling themes of Stalker and The Last of Us. Released in it'll be coming out in 2026 for PC, and it dares you to defy a dying world determined to snuff you out. Buckle up for the next game at number 9. Welcome to ParadiZe. And welcome to ParadiZe. Paradise isn't what you thought when it's crawling with zombies. But listen up, here's the twist. You can control them. Hell yeah! Capture and train these undead helpers to farm, fight, and defend your camp. It's a unique survival RPG with a darkly humorous take on the zombie apocalypse reminiscent of the Dead Rising franchise, but with a fresh twist. The survivors of ParadiZe have unlocked a tech that lets them control zombies, turning them into zombots. Whether you go solo or team up with up to 3 friends, Welcome to ParadiZe offers a mix of exploration, crafting, combat, base building, and fun. Available for PS5, Xbox Series X and S, GeForce Now, and PC. Coming up next at number 8, Terminal Earth. If you're ready for a thrilling ride through a world crawling with mutants, zombies, and eerie creatures, then hop into Terminal Earth. This survival road trip challenges you to navigate a handcrafted open world full of danger, puzzles, and atmospheric dread. With its blend of intense combat, survival mechanics, and exploration, the game channels the vibes of Fallout, Stalker, and other iconic post-apocalyptic titles. Armed with over 30 weapons from swords and rifles to rocket launchers, you'll fight off swarms of zombies, oversized mutants, and even hostile insects. Your vehicles are critical to staying alive, offering realistic physics and deep mechanics as you race across the world with your trusty map and compass. Customize your character and manage essential vitals like hunger and thirst while exploring every abandoned building floor. The release date is to be announced, and it'll be coming out for PC. Here we go for number 7, Wasteland 3.
Let me tell you something. If you're all a soft-skinned brat, you might or might not do a diddly squat to survive in the rough and tumble world of Wasteland 3. No, feller, ain't gonna happen.
Okay, enough of that. This game plunges you into the frozen post-apocalyptic chaos of Colorado, blending the grim atmosphere of Stalker and Fallout with deeply emotional storytelling. As a desert ranger, your mission is to rebuild a broken society in a land filled with bloodthirsty cultists, power-hungry factions, mutants, and the dangerous schemes of Colorado's patriarch and his treacherous children. Crafting, looting, and managing your tactics are essential as you command a squad of up to 6 customizable rangers. Brutal turn-based combat keeps you on your toes while your armored battle truck, bristling with weaponry, becomes a rolling fortress of survival in the unforgiving wilderness. Available now on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X and S, Xbox Cloud, and PC, it's a must-play for fans of apocalyptic survival. Next at number 6, City 20. The radioactive ruins of City 20 set the stage for a dystopian sandbox adventure, where every choice ripples through a world teetering on the brink of chaos. The game immerses players in a quarantined nuclear city 20 years after a devastating radioactive leak. The atmosphere feels a lot like Stalker, with haunting landscapes and a society fractured by survival. As a survivor, you'll craft your own story, navigating scarce resources, societal dynamics, and a world that actively adapts to your every decision, directly shaping your fate. Befriend factions to gain privileges or risk banishment by breaking their laws, and beware of NPCs with their needs, routines, and responses, which can result in unexpected consequences. Released on September 23, 2024, this PC adventure challenges you to explore the darkest sides of humanity in times of desperation. Coming up next at number 5, Mutant Year Zero: Road to Eden.
The post-apocalyptic drama, this time featuring mutated animals and humanoids as characters. deadly creatures and dangerous zones brings mutated Year Zero Road to Eden to life.
Inspired by games like Stalker, Fallout, and XCOM, this tactical RPG combines turn-based combat, real-time stealth and exploration in a brutal post-human Earth. Lead a team of mutants: Dox, a witty crossbow-wielding Doc; Borman, an armored, bad-tempered boar with a blunderbuss; and Selma, a humanoid with plant-controlling powers, as they venture through ruined cities and wastelands in search of the legendary Eden. Scavenge, loot, and manage your team's equipment, from crafting slingshots and high-powered rifles to obtaining and enhancing powerful mutant abilities, all while surviving in a world where danger awaits at every turn. Too bad this game was never released. I was just joking. Released on December 4th, 2018. Enjoy the game on Switch, PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X and S, GeForce Now, and PC.
You krepki toughnecks are really ready for taste of radiation, mutant, and survival. Hop on number 4 with Tunguska the Visitation, Enhanced Edition. You could say this game is the love child of Stalker, or maybe the rebellious offspring of survival horror and top-down RPGs, raised on a steady diet of radiation and regret. You could say that, yeah, you could say that, you could say that. Step into the shoes of a ghoul hunter navigating your radioactive post-apocalyptic exclusion zone. The game challenges your survival with radiation hazards, T-syndrome infection, deadly space-time distortions, dangerous mutants, hostile human NPCs with unique goals and AI-driven behaviors, and all kinds of monsters you might call sweet friends in the dark of night. Carry on by customizing an arsenal of Soviet-era weapons and attachments, choosing between playstyles, brutal gunfights or stealth, while looting, farming, and crafting to stay ahead in the ever-dangerous zone. Tunguska's out now for PC, and there's a sequel you're gonna want to keep an eye on, Tunguska 2 White Falls.
Następny mecz z numerem 3 to Holstin. Next game at number 3 is Holstin. Holstin is a psychological survival horror game set in an isolated 90s Polish town where humanity is on the brink of collapse. The town is overtaken by a grotesque presence, driving its residents to madness. As you search for your missing friend Bartka, who vanished after uncovering the town's dark secrets, you'll scavenge supplies, fight off monstrous creatures, and explore decaying streets covered in slime, all while unraveling the fractured minds of the locals. The game features pixel art, dynamic lighting, and multi-angle camera rotation, creating a haunting atmosphere reminiscent of the fungal-infested environments of The Last of Us. Holstin is currently to be announced with a demo available on Steam and is expected to release on Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. Next at number 2 we have Death Nomad. Death Nomad is a roguelite survival game set in a devastated world where every day is a fight for survival. The environment is procedurally generated, keeping gameplay fresh and unpredictable as you scavenge for resources, fight zombies, and craft essential items. You must constantly improve your equipment and defense while moving to avoid contamination and death. As a nomad, you can trade with other survivors, complete quests, and loot different scenarios to find valuable materials. Customization is key, with vehicles you can repair and upgrade to help you navigate the treacherous world. Death Nomad is available on PC with a demo on Steam. Finally, at number 1, we have Dustwind. Dustwind is a post-apocalyptic real-time tactics game that blends the strategy of Fallout and Stalker with a heavy focus on tactical combat and character customization. With no predetermined character classes, you can fully customize your character stats and skills, choosing from a variety of playstyles such as melee, stealth, and heavy weapons, or opting for more support-based roles like healing, repairing, and lockpicking. The game features both a story campaign and intense multiplayer modes including team-based matches and skirmishes. You can also design your own custom maps and share them through Steam Workshop. I've got good news for you, dogs play a key role as support units capable of healing, repairing, and even driving vehicles. Oh my dog! Dustwind is available on PS5, PS4, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. Well, fellow Wastelanders, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more, make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon, smash the like, and of course drop your pics of games in the comment section. See you in the next video, and as always,
Keep on being awesome.